Greetings, listeners. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jack, though for the purpose of this tale, I shall be using this pseudonym. The dark web has long captivated my imagination, that enigmatic realm rumored to contain the secrets of the internet. Though I am an experienced user, I had yet to discover anything truly unsettling on my previous excursions. That was, until I found the abyss. I stumbled upon it quite by accident, while browsing through a forum on the dark web. Someone had posted a link to it, claiming it was the ultimate dark web experience. Being the curious and daring individual I am, I decided to check it out. In retrospect, I realize how recklessly impulsive my decision was. The link leading me to a seemingly blank page with a mysterious text box. As I peered closer, I couldn't help but feel a tinge of excitement. Was this a secret, underground chat room? I eagerly typed in hello, but to my disappointment, there was no response. Undeterred, I tried again with who's there, and is anyone there? But still, silence greeted me. My curiosity piqued. After hours of meticulous examination, I finally cracked the code. Buried deep within the website's source code, I discovered the key to unlocking the site's true content. With bated breath, I typed the code into the text box in order to access the site's true content. The site suddenly came to life. The website included personal information of people and images of them going about their daily lives. At first, I was curious about what I was seeing, but then it quickly turned into something that freaked me out. I saw people's names, addresses, and other personal information displayed on the screen. Along with that, I saw surveillance footage of them going about their daily lives, captured without their knowledge. It was a violation of their privacy, and it was clear that the site had been created for the purpose of stalking and spying on people. I felt like I was intruding on their lives, and it made me extremely uneasy. Panic set in as I realized the gravity of my situation. I was trapped, held captive by the nefarious website that had taken control of my computer. The screen was frozen, displaying the site's sinister content, and I knew that there was only one way to break free. I frantically searched for a solution, but it soon became clear that my only option was drastic. With a heavy heart, I grabbed a baseball bat and with all my might, I smashed my computer to pieces. But even in its destruction, the terror persisted, revealing the true malevolent nature of the abyss. After destroying my computer, I received a text from an unknown number asking me if I enjoyed my visit to the abyss. I knew that whoever was behind this website was dangerous. I immediately decided to contact 911. Before I could even dial their number, suddenly, a knock echoed through my home. My heart pounding, I cautiously approached the door, baseball bat at the ready. As I opened it, I found no one in sight. But just as I turned to walk away, a shadowy figure lunged at me from behind, grabbing me and pulling me into the darkness. I struggled, but the grip was too strong, and before I knew it, I was being dragged away into the unknown. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in a nightmare. Strapped down and bound to a chair, I was trapped in a dimly lit room, with a camera recording my every move. My pleas for release fell on deaf ears. Time seemed to stand still as I was left to suffer in this godforsaken place for what felt like an eternity. Just when I thought all hope was lost, the door creaked open, and a man stepped forward to introduce himself as Steve. My heart raced as I wondered what fate awaited me at the hands of this mysterious captor. Steve told me about how the people I saw on the website were true criminals who had committed unspeakable acts, and that his purpose with the abyss was to make those who have committed heinous acts pay for their deeds. I was offered the opportunity to join him and serve as his right hand in dispensing justice. The weight of this decision was heavy on my shoulders. But in that moment, I knew that this was my calling. I accepted his offer and embarked on a journey of redemption and retribution. I was horrified by what I had seen on the abyss, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of righteousness. These criminals deserved to be punished for their heinous acts. Without hesitation, I joined Steve in his mission of justice, and together we brought to justice some of the most depraved individuals the world had ever seen, and for that, I will forever be proud. But even though I was serving justice, I couldn't shake off the feeling that what I was doing was wrong. I was playing judge, jury, and executioner, and I was constantly haunted by the memories of the atrocities I had seen on the abyss. As I delved deeper into the abyss, I couldn't help but feel the weight of my actions. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the faces of the victims and the perpetrators. The guilt of my actions and the constant danger we were in took a toll on me. I started to question whether what we were doing was truly justice. I knew that I couldn't continue on this path any longer, but I was unsure of how to extricate myself from the situation. I couldn't just walk away without risking Steve's wrath and potentially putting myself in danger. I decided to slowly distance myself from the mission, making excuses and slowly withdrawing from the inner circle. I pretended to be less invested and less committed, hoping that Steve would let me go without a fuss. Finally, The opportunity presented itself and I knew it was now or never. I mustered up the courage to confront Steve and tell him that I could no longer continue on this path. It was a tense and difficult conversation, but he eventually understood my position and let me go without any backlash. As I walked away from the abyss, I knew that I could never truly leave it behind. The memories and the guilt of my time there would haunt me forever. The abyss had changed me, and I was left with nightmares and the knowledge that I had been a part of something much bigger and much darker than I ever could have imagined. But I was also left with the satisfaction of knowing that I had the courage to walk away from something that was wrong, and that will always be a source of pride for me. And so, dear listeners, this marks the end of my story. As you read these words, my fate remains unknown.